Hello gin lovers and welcome back to No Nonsense Gin Reviews with me, Bobby Freeman. Now then, what an exciting video we've got for you today, because this, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to this cheeky looking little chap. This is none other than Tarquin's gin. That's right. Now, not everyone will have heard of this, because it's not one of these ubiquitous gins that's everywhere in every supermarket like some of them. This is a gin from Cornwall, and if you're not familiar with Cornwall, it's the southernmost point of the British Isles. Now then, I'm particularly excited because it's actually comes from very near to a place called Padstow, which is where I used to go on holiday with my family as a child. And I've just been doing a lot of reading about them and on their website. It's fascinating. The story behind this that's all started off by a chap called Tarquin Ledbetter. Okay, now he's actually a classically trained chef. Yeah, I think he's a classically trained chef by Cordon Bleu, none other than Cordon Bleu in France. But for whatever reason, ended up at an office job in London. Didn't like it, thought, this is not for me. Decided to move back down to Cornwall, where he came from, and start off a gin company. And that's what he bloody well did. And he's creative. I mean, that is going to stand out on a shelf. I always say this: the gin market is so saturated now. When you've got all the gins on a shelf together, there are hundreds. You need to stand out. And look at this pretty little fellow. I've only got a small bottle today because I thought there's no point. I'm literally overrun with gins at the moment, so I bought this one just for tasting purposes. But what a beautiful little thing! Let's just take a moment to appreciate the beauty. I mean, look, I love the fact that it's sealed. I didn't know when I first saw these. I didn't know if this was a kind of because I'd seen them on the shelf before. Didn't know if this was like a kind of fake sort of plastic thing they just whacked on all of them. But no, they actually, once they finished distilling them, they have a big pool, like a big sort of a big pot of molten wax, and they dip it in, and it all just runs down. And actually, you can break. Look, I mean, it breaks off like it's actual wax. Look, there we go. Comes off. So it's not like a plastic reproduced thing. I love it. And also, I've just been reading the website, they actually hand sign each bottle. I mean, it looks hand signed to me. I mean, they must spend ages. Here we go. It's got the batch number and everything on there written in hand. I really like the sound, and the whole story is just fascinating. I love it. And it's got a little bit about, it has a little booklet that came with the gin, which I was too small to read, so I've taken a picture of it here. But it says, I love the little description here. It sounds like the start of a romantic novel. As a fully independent, family-run distillery nestled on a windswept hilltop overlooking the wild Cornish coast, we proudly champion a combination of the authentic traditional and the progressively modern in all we do. Wow, excellent. They've obviously got some good script writers working for them there. And I was just looking through the ingredients here as well, because you've got, I really, really want to like this gin, because everything about it shapes, and you've even got like a lovely little, I don't know if you can see that on there, like a stamp in the top there with their little logo on it. It's great. I really want to like this gin because everything I read about it is shaping up to be really, really good. Ingredients wise, we've got a lovely little list. We've got, I mean, in the last video I reviewed Tanqueray 10, which is absolutely amazing, but very, very limited in terms of information online about what goes into making the gin. However, this is the antithesis of that. We've got reams and reams of stuff. So just a taster, if you will, of some of the botanicals that go into this little fellow. We've got juniper from Italy. They always like, these gin companies like to know where we got the botanicals from. So juniper from Italy, coriander seed from Bulgaria, licorice fruit from Uzbekistan, angelica root from Poland, orris root from Morocco, green cardamom from Guatemala, cinnamon from Madagascar, bitter almonds from Morocco, fresh orange, lemon and grapefruit peel, seasonally sourced. But where from? Violets from Devon. Wow. That to me, that just says perfect gin. They've got everything in there. A lot of the classic ingredients. There's nothing mad and bonkers in there. The unique thing in there, I would say, is the violet. So I'm very looking forward to trying that. So let's say, is there anything else I want to tell you about? No, I don't think so. Let's say we've gabbled on enough now. So let's get this fellow open, shall we? I've waited. I was going to peel this off ready to go, but I thought it might be quite nice to actually peel it off in real time. And I can confirm, it looks to me, let's get rid of that, like a cork. So you know what that means? That's right, it's the cork test. Everyone's favourite bit. Right then, get over by the microphone. We don't have a squeak. Not many of them do a squeak. Mind you, I've got a small bottle here, so it might not be the best measure. I'm sure the big bottle may have a better and more superior cork sound. But let's give it a go, shall we? So, oh my goodness. Oh dear, that's a very lackluster cork sound. But as I say, I think we'll forgive it that because it is such a small bottle. And do you know what? I'll tell you what, those for a small bottle, the aromas are hitting me straight away. That's extraordinary. Oh, I think this is going to be something special. It's literally, it's potent. It's potent with aroma. It's literally, it was like it was bursting to get out, and it's just gone, it was just destined to just sort of get up my nostrils. Oh, do you know what? It's almost like an aromatherapy sort of sensation. It's making me just I'm getting kind of drunk and heady just off the smell. It's beautiful. It's very floral, I think. And I can definitely, what did we say? Cornish lavender in there, I think, if I'm not mistaken. No, violets. Violets. Oh, yes, what? Wow, wow, wow. It smells like a sort of, I don't know if you've ever been to Cornwall, but if you walk down it's like you're walking down one of the country roads and there's all wildflowers growing in the verge and you just get that smell of sort of English countryside and wildflowers and everything. Wow, this is, I'm getting a bit carried away with all this. I think we should get some in the glass and taste the old fellow, shall we? So, here we go. Whoops, not too big. As we know, I always bought mini gin and tonics on here because I'm making 5 videos today and this is only the second. I want to last to the 5th. So here we go then. Tarquin's, they do lots of different flavoured gins. So this is Tarquin's original, is it? Yeah, Tarquin's Cornish dry gin. Oh, as opposed to a London dry gin. I imagine it's probably the similar sort of thing. But anyway, here we go. Tarquin's gin. Cheers. Oh, man, oh, it's like a gin journey. You don't get this very often. It goes like, you get some gins, you take just a taste and you get just one taste. Oh, it tastes like that. This is one of those ones I love that kind of you get one bit of taste, then it goes up to something else, then down, then round the corner and something else again. So let me have another little go. And that's way too complicated just to have one sip. Oh, hang on. Oh my God. It's like I said, it's got your classic, what you call your classic London dry gin base, but then you've got loads of stuff. It's like sort of it's like a party. There's things going off all over the place. It's like sort of a country fete. You know, when you go to one of these British country fetes, you probably won't know in America. Just look it up. And you've got like sort of things going on over there. You've got things going on over here. You've got like a sort of, I don't know, I can't even describe it. Just lots of different stuff going on at the same time, but all kind of in perfect unison. Oh, it's going to drink straight from the gin bottle there. You definitely get a sense of the citrus notes. What was it? Orange and lemon and grapefruit peel. And that grapefruit, I'm not a big fan usually of grapefruits and gins, but it's just a tiny hint which gives you a nice flavour without it overpowering. It's quite a strong flavour, grapefruit. But you've got, it's sort of backed up, these light zesty citrus notes, with a nice sort of bed of earthiness in there. What was it? Would it have been? It would have been the I don't know if it's... the cinnamon. The cinnamon. I always like to have a bit of cinnamon. When you've got lemon and lemon and oranges in a gin, it's always nice to offset that with the cinnamon. And also, the licorice, which is quite common in these in gins, is just the right amount. Again, because that's a very, very strong flavour, licorice. And I'm not really a fan of licorice per se, but in gins, you get the tiniest pinprick of it, and it just kind of gives it depth and gives it a bit of body. I tell you what. Oh, it's a real summery gin because it's got all that, but then it's got this fun. You get that to start with. You get on the first taste, you get the classic gin taste. Then these citrusy sort of flavours sort of leap up, backed up by the sort of the resonance of the licorice and the cinnamon. But then at the very end, just as you've swallowed and you think it's all gone, you get like this puff of, it's kind of like floral is the best way I can describe it. And I guess it's the violets, these Devon violets, which does it. And that is what sets it apart from other gins. That's what makes it unique. And it's lovely. It's so difficult these days, I think, to make a gin that is truly unique because there is literally hundreds, as you probably know, on the market now. So to get something that's as unique as this, it's very, very rare. I love it. I've just realised I don't really actually know the what the price was. So let me have a quick Google here. Tarquin's gin. Let's have a look. I'm guessing it's going to be around the £25 mark, if I remember rightly. Shopping, here we go. Yeah, exactly. So it's about the £25 mark. Some here maybe up to the £30. So £25, which is $32. Again, not sure if this is available in America, but do let me know, my American fans. But all in all, that is absolutely gorgeous. It's so nice. If you're looking for something, if you're really looking for something that's kind of a little bit different and a little bit quirky and oodles and bags of personality, then this is the one for this summer. I tell you what, you get yourself out in your garden on a summer's day, bit of this with some ice in there. I don't have ice because I don't want it to be watered down because I want to just taste every single bit I can. Get out there with a glass of Tarquins. You will feel fantastic. I love it. So, what was his name again? Tarquin Ledbetter. Top work, Mr. Ledbetter. I'm kind of almost... Some of these gins get me in a bit of a tears, as you can tell. And this is one of them. I'm going to be drinking this a lot this summer, and I recommend you do the same. So I think that's all we can say about it. So ladies and gentlemen, this has been a wonderful episode. I hope you've enjoyed watching it as much as I have drinking the gin. Or, as always, don't forget to press my like button and the subscribe and all that nonsense. Join my ever-growing little band of gin subscribers, and we will go forward together and drink lots more gin. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been No Nonsense Gin Reviews. This has been an absolute joy to review Tarquin's gin. Look forward to enjoying any of the others. And I'm Bobby Freeman, and I will see you next time. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.